On Sunday Night Football, the Texans beat the Patriots 28-22. And I have a couple things to say, a lot of takeaways. We're going to talk about the quarterback of the Texans. We'll talk about Tom Brady. And we're going to talk about Bill O'Brien, the Texans head coach. I want to start with Deshaun Watson. In my opinion, the two most underappreciated quarterbacks in the entire NFL are Russell Wilson and Deshaun Watson. It drives me nuts. I understand people are finally starting to wake up to how good Russell Wilson is. They're like, yeah, you're an MVP candidate. But I still think that's not enough. People do not understand or appreciate or respect how tremendously good Russell Wilson is. And then, all week, everybody told me how amazing. The Patriots defense, they're so amazing. They're so incredible. And if you believe that, which I do, I think they are a good defense for the most part, then you got to recognize Deshaun Watson shredded them. Deshaun Watson had 4 touchdowns. He played phenomenal. He just, long drive after long drive, he had some big plays. I mean, Deshaun Watson shredded that Patriots defense. There are not very many quarterbacks in the NFL I would rather have than Deshaun Watson. I think it's maybe Russell Wilson. I really like, if today, if you're like, hey, Zach, who would you rather have right now? Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson? I get it that on paper, Aaron Rodgers might be more talented. I actually like Deshaun Watson's leadership more, and he's younger, and he can do more. I think I would take Deshaun Watson over Aaron Rodgers right now, today, given their age, given the leadership qualities. I am all in on Deshaun Watson. I love him. He's one of the best young quarterbacks in the NFL. People talk about Patrick Mahomes. He won MVP last year. Patrick. I think right there, neck and neck with Patrick Mahomes, is Deshaun Watson. I'm a huge Deshaun Watson fan. I think he's massively underappreciated. Not only can he run and extended plays, people love he can run. He's a running quarterback. No, he's not. Deshaun Watson's ability, to throw the football. Wow. Go watch the Patriots and Texans. The dude can throw the ball all over the yard. He's got a great arm, and he's making great decisions. We've seen an evolution of Deshaun Watson throughout his time in the NFL. I am so impressed with Deshaun Watson. He's checking the ball down. He's throwing it away. He's putting the ball in the right spot. He's picking great matchups. Deshaun Watson is, if not one of the best, he's definitely, if he's not the best young quarterback in the NFL, he's definitely one of the best. I think Deshaun Watson deserves a lot more praise than he gets out of Houston. Now, here's what's funny. Last week, the Texans were 7-4, and people in Houston were calling for Bill O'Brien's job. I had comments on video saying, when are you going to talk about whether or not the Texans should fire their head coach, Bill O'Brien? Fire Bill O'Brien! That's what I literally got comments and messages on Instagram about that stuff. And I'm like, Bill O'Brien? What? And it's just lunacy to me. You want to fire your head coach in Houston? What the heck is going on? They're 8-4. The Texans are 8-4 right now. They lead their division. They just beat the New England Patriots, and you want to get rid of Bill O'Brien, the head coach? I do not understand. I'm like, okay, go ahead. Good luck with whoever's next. I think people are crazy. I don't understand. The Texans are the best football team in Texas right now. They're better than the Cowboys. And you want to fire the head coach who's right now leading the division, going to make the playoffs? I don't understand. I just do not get it at all. I was really impressed with the game plan that Bill O'Brien came up with on Sunday night, man. He had, first of all, the Patriots decided to double team Texans wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins. And Bill O'Brien said, fine, do it. We'll take man-to-man coverage with Will Fuller and Kenny Stills all day. They did. They had a long touchdown. In fact, they really had 2 touchdowns in a row. One of them got called back. But, man, they took advantage. You're going to play man-to-man coverage on the backside? We will take that. And then I was so impressed. To end the game, the Texans are up. They're leading. It's 1st and goal. It's in the 4th quarter. On 1st and goal, they run a trick play and score a touchdown. And to me, here's what that says. The Texans said, we understand we're playing the Patriots. We know we have the lead. We're not going to let up. We're going to keep our foot on the gas and score points. And they ran a trick play, like a double reverse pass to Deshaun Watson. It was crazy. It was fun. It was wild. It goes down as technically a pass because it was technically just barely forward. DeAndre Hopkins threw the pass to Deshaun Watson. And it's like, that's so cool because to me it says, hey, we are going to be aggressive. We're going to go down swinging. The Texans were aggressive. They went hard. They took chances. They won. They took risks. I was so impressed. Like, yes, Bill O'Brien, yes. Finally, against the Patriots, he went balls to the wall, played phenomenal, coached phenomenal, took risks, and I was like, okay, I get it. I'm all in. I don't understand it. From my seat today, I do not understand where the narrative comes from, why people in Houston want to fire the head coach, Bill O'Brien. I don't get it. He's phenomenal. He consistently makes the playoffs. He consistently wins that division. To me, he's the guy, and you're not going to get a better guy anytime soon in Houston. So I just don't get why Houston refuses to embrace their head coach. I just don't get it. Now, here's the final thing I want to take away from Sunday Night Football. Oh, people keep telling me the same thing. People keep telling me that Tom Brady is the issue with the New England Patriots offense, and I just cannot stand it. It drives me nuts. They throw stats at me. They're like, Tom Brady's completion percentage isn't very good. Look at his incompletions. And I say, yes, look at his incompletions. Why is he throwing incomplete passes? Why is his completion percentage so low? How about you actually take a look and watch? It drives me nuts. You're either not watching the games or you don't understand what you're watching when you watch the Patriots play football. Here's how you stop the Patriots offense. It's very simple. You double team Julian Edelman. That's it. That's all you got to do. You double team Julian Edelman. Bam. Ball game. You won. The Patriots do not have another receiver who can beat man coverage. They have James White, who's a running back, who's very good in the running game, in the passing game. Yes, okay, so they have two weapons. Fair enough. They don't have anybody else. And even like N'Keal Harry is a rookie receiver who I was really excited about out of Arizona State. He's not cutting it. He's not doing good enough. He had a play where you're in an in-cutting route. He had a defender behind him. Tom Brady throws the ball inside on a dig. It's an in-cutting route. And N'Keal Harry allowed the defender to jump the route, get in front of him, and out-position him and grab an interception. N'Keal Harry, Tom Brady threw an interception on Sunday night. And people don't understand, that's not Tom Brady's fault. That's N'Keal Harry getting out-positioned again in man coverage and allowing a defender to take the ball away from him. Not to mention, by the way, receivers are dropping passes and they're missing signals. They're running the wrong routes. Tom Brady's throwing the ball nowhere near receivers because they're literally in the wrong spot. If I'm Tom Brady, I'm furious, and he is. Watch on the sidelines. Tom Brady's an angry human. He is not happy. And for good reason. He's not getting the help he needs from his team. I cannot understand how people can watch the Patriots and say it's Tom Brady's fault. It's so wild to me. They blame Brady. It's like, man. And then it makes it worse that the Patriots, the fact that they used to have Antonio Brown and Josh Gordon on their team, and they don't. And right now, their number one problem is they don't have a receiver who can win outside. It's like, what in the world? You had the answer on your roster, and you let him walk away. You let him leave. It's like, It's not, I get the reasons behind why they let Antonio Brown go. It's a PR nightmare. But, man, it's still like you let your answer walk out of the door. The offensive line is a mess. Another thing, people, it's like, look at Tom Brady's incompletions. When he throws incomplete passes, why are they happening? A lot of the time, it's because Tom Brady's under pressure, and he's just getting rid of the ball before he gets sacked. He's throwing as he gets thrown to the turf. He's throwing the ball away to avoid a sack. It happens regularly. And he's very strategic with how he does it. You know, he throws the ball at Julian Edelman's feet. He's like, I can't get the ball to you, Julian, but I can throw in your direction so it's not intentional grounding. His receivers have been awful. His offensive line has been awful. And the general public doesn't seem to understand. They're like, well, Tom Brady is not the same. Look at his numbers. Shut up. Numbers are not everything. There's always a reason behind the numbers. The reason behind the numbers is Tom Brady has receivers that can't win one-on-one matchups. They're running the wrong routes. They're missing his hand signals. They're a mess. His offensive line is bad. I look at the Patriots today and go, I really hope Tom Brady leaves. I'll admit it. I love Tom Brady. I think he's awesome. You either hate him or you love him. I fall on the train. I'm not a Patriots fan at all, but I really like Tom Brady, and I would love to see Tom Brady leave and go to a better football team that has how about this? A better offense that can actually help their quarterback win games. It drives me nuts. I cannot fathom, I cannot understand how people possibly watch the Patriots and say, It's Tom Brady's fault. Tom Brady's not good enough. Do you watch the games? That's all I have. I just rest my case. I just cannot fathom and I cannot stand the way that people blame Tom Brady. It's not his fault. You watch the games. I'm sick of, I'm becoming a dead horse to say the same thing every time. It's not Tom Brady's fault that the Patriots offense is struggling.